Welcome to the Enlightened Voice. Stay high, my. Welcome to another segment of the Enlightened Voice. I'm your host, Christopher Bright. How are my insightful voices doing today? How are my disciples of Greg? What are we smoking on today, y'all? All right, so let me say this from the jump street so I don't waste nobody's time. This is not about a strain. So if you want to get out of here right now, I completely understand. This is about me, moi, yours truly, the one and only. So no, but so this person asked me to make a video about myself. And you know I'm a conceited cocky motherfucker anyway. So hey, I'm gonna talk about myself if I want to talk about myself. And all you had to do was ask, and I shall bless. So, as I say in every video, well, first of all, we about to get this popping because ain't no reason not to be smoking in this one, you know, all the way through, baby. So let me get this sparked up real quick. This is some ice cream cake, the blue cookies video that will be dropping tomorrow. Ice cream cake, blue cookies, and something else that I totally forgot, because one thing I have noticed is that when you do take things out of the packages and put them in jars, you should probably mark those jars with something, because you ain't gonna remember what the fuck is in there all the time. So I now have a strain of weed that looks phenomenal, by the way, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, all right. Now that we got our blunt sparked, before I actually get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like and comment on this video and every other video. Go back and watch those. Please say hi to Greg. You know he always 10 toes down, even though Greg ain't got no toes. Now that we got our pleasantries out the way, honestly, like I said in every video, my name is Christopher Bright. I do work for Evermore. I'm in the industry in the Maryland cannabis community. If you were curious where I was, because I do tend to have a lot of other, you know, different states weed, or I might have some Cali shit. So it's not like, if you were wondering where I'm at, I am in Maryland. Like I said, I work for Evermore. Have been there for like a year now. I've been doing the channel, I want to say, the last time I checked, the first video I ever did was like 3 years ago in August. Should have did like, oh, you know, happy 3-year channel thing, but I don't be worried about shit like that. I am a huge nerd when it comes to everything, you know, honestly. Anime, video games is like the biggest draws for me right now. I'm watching like My Hero. Of course, everybody who watches anime is probably watching Chainsaw Man. Boruto has fell off for me, sadly enough. I loved it, but then it was like, God damn, what the fuck is y'all doing? So, huge anime nerd. Just to continue talking about myself, probably my favorite. Oh my god, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. So everything Star Wars is just fucking lit for me, baby. I enjoys it from KOTOR. Not really the new movies, but I watched them except Rogue One, because Rogue One is my favorite movie. Son, Rogue One is probably my favorite Star Wars installment outside of the Disney Plus shit, because like the Mandalorian and like Ahsoka is gonna be fucking hard too. Oh my god. But like Rogue One was just done so fucking well. So I'm sorry about the cursing, but it was just done so well. I love it. But let's get back to this. But sorry about that. Tangents and whatnot. Huge nerd. Honestly, I want to say my main draws are probably anime, video games, and space. I love the universe. I love like all the exploration things that we do, the finding out about different things. Like, to me, I'm also like a huge science person, if you haven't like ascertained that already. But like I said, I like numbers. I like to know why something works the way it works. My biggest thing for me is your universe already does what it does. So like for me, science is just honestly like figuring out why the it did what the hell it did. That is what science is to me. So like those things fascinate me. I have like, I guess, a more logical mind. So like when I can like explain, hey, this magical seeming thing happened because this thing happened, and then, you know, it does take away a little bit of the magic out of life, I will say, but I would rather know. But to get into something that you probably are more interested in, this weed, baby. Honestly, y'all, I didn't start smoking weed till I was 18. And that's the funny part about that. Like, it's only been like, what, I'm 31 now, for anybody that didn't know that. Oh, this is my badge to show I really do work in the industry. I only wore this shit because this is annoying me now, but I only wore it because I was like, yeah, I want to really show y'all. But 31, so 18, however many years that is like what? I don't feel like doing that math. I'm high now. But however many years, that's only years I've been smoking. Honestly, in this side of my smoking list, like sommelier, connoisseur kind of situation, has only been since I started the channel in the last 3 years. I was a nigga getting shit off the street at first. Like, go straight to the corner, yo, let me get that dime, shorty, and go right back in the house. And, sometimes we'd be mad because that shit was trash. Sometimes the bag was light, so you had to go get it. It's a lot of shit with that, but the real reason I started smoking is shout out to my man Andre if he ever watched my videos. But I was on a class trip with my man with like my little lunch crew type situation, and my homeboy was like, "Yo, we not gonna chill as much anymore, so why don't y'all try this?" And son, when I say the first time I got high, son, it was some good ass weed. I ain't gonna stunt you, cause like that, but I couldn't ascertain that it was good weed because I didn't know good weed from bad weed. All I know is my heart was like, son, I had to. We was in like this little, all of my class was in like this hotel room. I had some ass shaking in my face. It was a wonderful time. But like I had to step out because son, my heart was beating so fast, and that was probably like the first time I got high. And from there, it just kind of like, oh, I like this. It's not too bad. Did a little research on it, found out it wasn't too crazy. So I kind of just started smoking from there, and then I actively remember telling myself, I'm tired of smoking the same shit. Because I was going to the same niggas every fucking day. Or like, every 2 days or whatever the situation may be. So it was like, I want some new things to smoke. I come from like the hooder side of things. So I ain't have like a grower friend or like somebody that had pounds on pounds. And I'm just trying all of this weed. I come from a very, very... This is the hood. This is what we got. you want this or not, nigga? Or you can go talk to the nigga right next to him who probably got the same thing that he got, but he calling it something different. But from there, like I said, it just became like I just wanted better. I wanted more. So that's what prompted the channel. And then Maryland opened up its whole like, I want to say program and everything, and that was just like a perfect liaison because I've never been on like, I'm not a hustler, I'm not a hood nigga. Like, I'm a nigga of the hood because I grew up in the hood. I know how to maneuver in the hood and like all of that. But like, I am not a street nigga. I'm not a street nigga. You feel me? Like, like that's not my lifestyle. So I was never in the illegal side of it. Besides just like going to that nigga on the corner and buying something. Like, so when the Maryland program opened up, it was like, damn, okay, I can finally, and then like all of these flavor, everything I was asking for just kind of started going and shit like that. So just to give y'all a little backstory of, how all of this started. Also, let me explain the Book of Zah, because I have not, and the future of the Book of Zah too. Because I've shown my YouTube people the Book of Zah, but I've never really told y'all like the plans or what the Book of Zah is. The Book of Zah, for anybody who is not watching the episode with the Book of Zah, the Book of Zah is generally just what I personally, this is not going to do with nobody else, what I personally consider fire that is also in my law packs. Like, you got to have some type of artwork, you got to have, shouts out to Samantha. She did that. She made those little cards in there. They were the keepers of the cookies and shit like that. But the Book of Zah just fire. You got, like I said, Kapow Berries, a lot of cookies in here because cookies, has Mylar Doja. They got a whole page of Tenko basically. Like, that shit is hard. But the Book of Zah will generally, I don't know. I might auction it off for charity at some point one time. So it'll be in like somebody's like collector's edition type situation. I want to get the original breeders to sign each of their packs. And that will be like a really dope concept to have, like, not just the packs and the Mylars, but also the signatures, because Burner has signed it, KP has signed, I believe, the Gary Payton in there. So we're getting to a little bit, try to make it a little valuable over time. Greg is just Greg too. I'm jumping all over the place, but that's how I am anyway. I figured I should do this organically and not like, oh, this is me, this is what I do, like, because that seems boring. But Greg is Greg. Greg just kind of popped up out of nowhere, for real, for real. I had him. He's an oil burner technically, so like with no oil or no bulb in it. But Greg is Greg, so Greg is always gonna be, you know, part of the channel now and everything like that. I honestly believe that that is all to whom Chris is, honestly. It's not too much to me. I'm a very in my own world kind of guy. I'm not in the mix. I'm not out and about. Like, I love to do this channel. Like, weed is a passion for me. Like, so this never feels like work. Whenever I'm in front of a camera, whenever I'm like doing the research for my book. Oh, just to show y'all the book of all my information. I should probably write this down in some type of electronic form. So if I ever do lose this, I'll have all the information. But whenever I do this, it feels like passion. It's never like, oh, to start it, like, I feel like sometimes I'll be like, damn, I gotta make this video. But once I'm in it, everything flows. It's a wonderful feeling, and I truly do enjoy smoking weed, baby. Like, I don't know none of us that don't enjoy smoking weed that watches my channel and shit like that. But like, as far as like what I put into the channel, like the time, the effort to really, like, you know, give you guys the information that matters. Not just it's good, not just, oh, I like this brand, but will you like it and put it in a format that you understand. Like, okay, I do like A, B, and C, so I might like this strain. I don't like A, B, and C, so this might not be the strain for me. You know, that type of situation. I don't want to just put my biases out there and everything like that. But I feel like I've done enough rambling about myself. If you have any questions, I would definitely say put them in the comment below. I can make a part 2 to this and like answer like actual questions. Like, I'll have a list of questions that you guys have for me, and I can just, you know, we can make this a little series and stuff like that where we just chilling, talking, and I will answer questions and all the things that you guys want to know. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Blue Cookies videos. But as always, stay out.